am back. I'm better. I'm good, great. It's an amazing Sunday. Yes, it is. So today I will be doing a cooking vlog. I will be cooking chuck pot roast. I have my onions, peppers, potatoes, rice, and everything I need to begin. So if you guys want to learn how to cook it, join me. Normally, I do cook my pot roast. I put it in a crock pot. I just leave it on all day. And then I go to work or do whatever I gotta do. It's Sunday, you clean, you do everything. But today, what I'm gonna do is cook it in the oven. I've never cooked it in the oven, so I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna season it. I'm gonna put it in the oven. I think it's the same way, most times with the crock pot, it's a little bit more tender. It takes way longer to cook. So with the oven, I'm hoping it'll take about 2-3 hours at most. Maybe not even, because I put the oven on 350. So yeah. We're gonna get into that. I will show you guys everything that I do step by step. And yeah, so if you want to see more of me cooking, then just keep watching. All right, so in this scene, first I'm gonna be stabbing, I'm gonna be putting some holes in the chuck roast just to get it nice and tender and make sure all the seasonings seep through. I'm sorry about the background noise. It is my daughter crying right now. And then I am taking some food accent. I know people say it's not good for you and all this stuff. The TCG or whatever it's called isn't good for you, but I like it. It makes my food tender, so that's what I'm doing. And excuse the background of my kitchen. I am still cleaning, renovating. You know how it's fall time, so it's time to clean. And then so now I'm taking some salt and I'm putting it on the chuck roast. This is kind of a fun, voicing over. It's really fun to do this because it's you get to watch and it's you're talking, you're the captions. That's the word. But yes, so let me see. Now I'm going to take some sazon. I don't know how you say it. I think it's sazon. I know that's how you say it, but I'm, So I'm going to take that. I'm going to rub it and put it all over that chuck roast. Yes, I am. I'm trying to get it all in. I know you guys might say, oh my goodness, it's a lot of seasonings. My dad is like that. He's because he's a chef, so he's oh, all these seasonings you guys use basically the same ones. All you need salt, pepper, and certain ones. But hey, who am I? I like my seasonings, and no, I do not use measurements. You already know. I will let my ancestors tell me when to stop, pretty much like that. So I did just put some Lowry no, not Lowry. That was Tony's seasoning on it. And then I'm gonna put some of this bouillon cube. It's the chicken, but it's a seasoning. I never knew they had that. I always used the cubes, but I never knew they had the seasoning, and I've been using it a lot lately, so I'm just gonna try it on this. And it's a really good, yeah, this is gonna be so good, y'all. I'm just looking at this is gonna be so good. I'm voice recording this while it's cooking so I can get it all edited early. Okay, that's the onion powder. And let me tell y'all a story about this. So the onion powder I picked up, I was I could get a big jug of it because I've been looking for a big jug of, not it finely shredded, but the powder, just the normal Great Value Walmart powder. And they don't have a lot of them. They only have the garlic powder. So I'm OMG. Okay, so I have the big garlic powder, the small garlic powder. They have the big garlic powder one. I never got that one. But I was you know what? I was at Sam's Club and I got those ones, but they're too fine. It's a literal powder. I didn't like it. So I was supposed to use the garlic powder one. I didn't forget. I just didn't feel like opening it. It was a brand new one. You know how you get lazy. But yeah, I'm just washing my hands before I touch anything else. I do wash my seasonings off. I do, disinfect the bottles and everything before y'all get all crazy. Yes, I do disinfect. But yeah, so I just wash my hands off. I'm going to get ready to start doing the onions and peppers and potatoes and carrots. I do clean as I go. I didn't really make a lot of dishes right today. Well, and if y'all see this random bell popping up, it's because my daughter is decided to walk around the house naked and take off her pull-up. So I'm going to have random subscribe or bells or something pop up to cover her. But yep, so I just put the black pepper on the pork roast. Well, roast. I don't know if it was pork. I think it was pork. I don't really like pork. I should have did beef. But anyways, before I go on a tangent, so I will be cutting up bell pepper and rinsing it off. I always rinse off my fruits, veggies, anything that I have. I always rinse them off because you just, you never know. So then I rinsed it off. I'm going to cut them up. I know my cutting is not that great, but I like them kind of longer. I only cut them small depending on, like, if it's spaghetti or something, that's when I'll cut it all small and, like, nicely and fine. But for this, I kind of like them, longer with a little bit of texture. And yeah, so I'm going to cut these up, and then I think after this, I'm going to do my onions. And I didn't cry this time, y'all. I didn't cry this time. Normally I do, but I didn't. And if there's a better way of cutting bell peppers, please let me know, because, y'all, I be just cutting. I like this way in a way, but I like my stuff to look uniformed and neat. You know what I'm saying? Just something. But so then I put all those in the pan. And I was going to use 2 peppers, but 1 pepper seemed to do it justice. And then I'm going to do an onion. And I cut off both of my ends. As you see, I'll cut a little slit in it just to get the peel of the outside off. And then after that, I'm going to rinse it with some cold water. My dad said the trick is to put some bread in the side of your mouth and it helps with the tears. But honestly, I've heard so many things that they say works. I heard the water one does work. Maybe I'm just so used to cooking so much now that I'm just like, okay, it doesn't bother me. But yo, if you guys see the snacks and stuff in the corner, that is my snack, my pantry. And yes, my fiance does love to eat so many snacks. My daughter, I do sometimes, but I'm more of a fruit person. But just don't mind the background right now. We're not focused on that. We focus more on the food. You know what I'm saying? So, yep, I'm cutting them onions up. Trying not to cut my fingers. I be so, like, if y'all see me, I'm, like, so skittish when it comes to cutting onions because I don't want it to, like, slip or do something. And then half an onion was enough for me, to my liking, to my house liking. I was going to do a whole onion, then I was like, that'd be way too much. And then as well as onions, if you guys didn't know this, onions do tenderize the meat. So while the meat is cooking, it does help to tenderize it, which I didn't know it helped as a tenderizer. I thought it just, just helped with the flavor. But I did learn the further I got into cooking that it definitely does help as a tenderizer. Oh my goodness, my daughters are over here playing. It's so funny. But I wish I had a better view of what I was doing so you guys can see everything that I was doing. But I'm trying to explain little by little so you guys can understand. And there it goes with the onions and peppers in it. And then those are a few onions that I left out and forgot about. But yeah, this is actually really nice. I really do like doing this voiceover. I might do this more often. Wow, y'all, I really need to clean the back of my kitchen. Like, under that specific table, it's like that was like our junk table. Like, how you just had that area in your house where you just put everything. Maybe I should do that cleaning vlog of cleaning under that. I did my fridge yesterday. I was supposed to do, I was gonna do a video of me cleaning it out and, organizing and stuff. But, I just did. I woke up, literally, it was like 4 this morning, and I woke up and I just started cleaning. So, yeah. But, that's me rinsing off the potatoes. Well, of course, that's me, duh, Jada. But yes, I'm rinsing off the potatoes. And I cut them. I was looking. So when I first cut them, I was like, I could do half. Then I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to do them in quarters. So I definitely cut them up a little smaller just because I didn't want too big of a chunk. I didn't want them too small either because I was like, I don't want them to be too mushy while they're cooking. So normally I was going to put them in at the end. That's what I do with the crock pot. I'll put them in when it's got about 45 minutes left so they can tender up a little bit, but not be too soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like a mashed potato with the, you know what I mean? And then if you see my lovely daughter in the corner, she just snuck and took the accent thinking I didn't see her. But, it's always when I'm cooking that they decide to just come and do so much. You hear in the background right now? Playing games, but I just love my kids. Love them so much. But yes. And I'm trying to cover her up with my body just so you guys can't see. But yes. So I put the potatoes in there. And then I was like, you know what? I'm done with the potatoes. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put some carrots up in there. because I was gonna be done with just the potatoes, but then I was like, you know, I'm gonna really make it how I normally make it. I'm gonna put some carrots. Sometimes I do put the canned like mixed veggies in there towards the end, but I didn't want any canned. You know, it's Sunday. It's supposed to be a good meal. I want to make a hot meal for when my fiance comes home for dinner. Normally I don't cook this early, but today I just decided to cook this early because I wanted to get this vlog out, as well as, you know, it takes time for this to cook. And oh yeah, so I did go back in and cut up 2 more potatoes, just, you know, and I was like, I'm just gonna do these in half because, you know, it doesn't matter. And I did look at it. Sometimes I am worried about that. I do not like some food that looks a little weird, you know. But yeah, so I did put those in there, and I made sure it looked nice and decent. And I love how this looks. It turns out. And now I'm just gonna massage it to get all up in there. Get the seasoning all over the peppers, the onions, and potatoes, and make sure it's all covered and nice and massaged. Yeah, Malia. She's back here like, yeah. But yeah, so I'm getting all of that all massaged in, and I'm trying to get all the like veggies and stuff from underneath it, just because I want that to be at the bottom of the pan. The roast, I want that to be touching the bottom of the pan. I want everything else on top. More so, I'm putting the onions more on top of the meat, just because I want that to help tenderize it when it cooks. And I love the flavor of an onion. Onions and peppers are so good. I should have added some garlic in this, but I don't want to overdo it, so I just did, you know, I just did a little some, and that's how it looks. It looks so good. It looks so juicy, and just, oh my goodness, I cannot wait to dig in. So I'm washing my hands like I've done the 50th time during this video. And then I'm going to go and get some things from the fridge. Okay, so now I just brought back the Kerrygold pure Irish butter, and I started using that because I was doing the keto diet for like a week or so. Yeah, I know, a week. But I was doing that keto diet, and I heard that this butter is very, very, very healthy for you. So that is what I have been using this thus far. So I've been using it for about a month now, and I kind of really love it. Like, I've never put butter in a pot roast. Never have I ever. I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers, and she did it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it, and I'm going to put some butter in my pot roast. So I wasn't going to put the whole thing. So I wasn't going to put the whole thing of butter in there, but I decided, I was like, why not? You know, it was kind of a big pot roast. So I was just like, it could never hurt. A little bit too much butter, you know what I mean? I guess it could hurt, but hey, who really knows? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I probably went to the fridge to get my secret ingredient. A lot of people use water, but here I am trying to get it in the camera, right? But a lot of people use water. I use beef broth. Yes. I only put about, I would say about half a cup, maybe 3/4. I put it just to have enough, so it's like, you know, the meat is not burning. But yeah, I don't like to use water because I feel like it just takes out the flavor of it. So I did put a little bit of beef broth up in there. I don't really measure like I told you before, but you can kind of see like the juices. And then I was looking at it and I was just like, nah, let me do a little bit more splashes. So I did a few more splashes and got it all shaken up, and gonna get that aluminum foil, that good old aluminum foil, put it on top. Yes, the Reynolds Wrap Hefty Duty. I'm going to put that right on top of it. And normally I use 2 pieces, but I was like, you know what? I hate when I have to go check it and then there's 2 pieces. Like, I don't know. It's just something about it. So I was like, you know, we're going to make this 1 piece of aluminum foil work, okay? So I am putting it on tight. You have to make sure it is nice and tight. Nice and tight. You don't want it to be anything loose. Because you want to conceal that heat inside. You want to make sure it is sealed to be able to cook the meat properly. All right, y'all, so I did just put the pot roast in the oven. So while I wait for that, sorry if y'all hear background noise, this is my daughter and it's the TV, so I'm gonna try to hurry up because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. That's why this video is pretty much gonna be a voiceover, because the background noise is crazy. I understand, you know, it's my house, my rules and everything, but it's gonna drive me nuts trying to edit this video. But Yeah. Okay, but yep, so I just put the pot roast in the oven. It is on 350. I will be checking back at it in an hour. So I know it's not gonna be done. I'm just gonna check on it in an hour. It is tightly covered, it is in the oven. And then when it's closer to being done, so like when it's about 30 minutes before it's about to be done, I will work on the cabbage and the yellow rice. Yes, I do use my jasmine white rice, but you're gonna see how I make it into my special yellow rice. I don't know if I'm gonna do beans. My fiance doesn't really like beans, so I think I'm gonna just do the regular yellow rice with cabbage and some pot roast. And ooh, I should make some cornbread, huh? I might do it for y'all. I don't know. That might be too much because I'm the only one that eats cornbread. My fiance don't eat cornbread, so my daughter eats cornbread, but nah. But yes. So be ready in about an hour. I will definitely get back with y'all and check on the pot roast and let y'all know how it's doing, and then yeah. So this is the pot roast out of the oven. I did get a great taste, and yes, it's nice tender. The potatoes are not too squishy, just right. So now it's time for the lettuce and the rice. I know my lettuce cleaning is not that great. I know I should have soaked it. I know what I should have done. I didn't do it. I cut off all the parts that were dirty, but we just gonna skip to the other interesting parts. We'll be right back. All right, so here is the lettuce. I did wash it with water. I know I probably should have soaked it and stuff. Normally I do. I just didn't feel like doing all that tonight. It was one of those nights where you just like, okay, I just want to cook and get it done. I scrubbed it. Yes, I did with my nails and stuff. But yeah. So I am now cutting it. I do cut it kind of big. I don't like little pieces of lettuce. I know some people prefer shredded lettuce or smaller pieces, but I really was just like, nah, I didn't really want too much of it. Too many small pieces, so I did cut it, and you will see that I did cut them a little, like I cut them in half. That's one thing I hate about lettuce is it's like really messy, like it's so messy, so I try to throw out and move and try to clean as I go. But yeah, lettuce is just so messy. My counters are disinfected, by the way. They're disinfected. I always disinfect them with, I wash them off with the soap that I use. And then I go back in with a Clorox wipe. And then I go back in and I wipe them down with a paper towel. So I know all the chemicals are off the counter. But I definitely do clean. And everything is definitely sanitized. But yes, I do cut them. Those are kind of a little small for me. But it's okay. It'll do. You guys will see. It'll really do. So yeah, I just cut them up, rinse off my knife, of course, and now I am getting ready to prep. Now here is the fun part. Oh yes, so in my cabbage, I did forget to put an ingredient. Oh my god, y'all, I look like I just had my baby. It's okay. I had her in June, so I still got some excuses. But anyways, so I do use a key ingredient in my cabbage. I do put bacon in my cabbage. I do not like to use neck bones and stuff. I didn't really know that way. I've never really made cabbage. I learned how to make cabbage when I got with my fiance because his grandma taught me. But other than that, I never really made cabbage. Cabbage wasn't like a staple in our household. If anything, it was greens, collard greens with the smoked turkey leg and the neck bones. Definitely. But cabbage was not it for me. But yes, so I did put 4 pieces at first. Then I was like, I like a lot of bacon. We like a lot of meat in our cabbage. So I added 2 more pieces. So in total, that is 6 pieces of bacon. I got the stove heating up right now. All I do is add the bacon in. You'll see that. I definitely add the bacon in. And then I put the cutting board over there and everything. But I do... Oh, and the bacon I use is thick cut. I do not like other pieces of bacon that are like thin or anything because they like burn quicker and they cook too fast. I don't know. I just like thick bacon. But now we are mixing. And if... Oh my goodness, my background, y'all, is so messy. My daughter's in the kitchen with me. And like, I don't keep her in the kitchen where it's like... like it's bad, but like I don't keep her in the kitchen where she can get hurt, but I do like to keep her close so I can keep an eye on her, both of my daughters actually. So yes, I am stirring that up and letting the bacon cook a little. I don't let it cook like burn cook or like crispy cook. I let it cook to where it's like, the fat is rendered a little bit. But now on to the rice. I do use jasmine rice, the white rice. I use a little bit of salt, and I use some olive oil in those sazon packets. And what my key ingredient that I did leave out was the chicken bouillon cubes. I am so mad that I left those out. Oh my goodness, so mad. Because that is a key part in my rice, like key. It makes the flavor just 10 times better. And it gives a little bit of a chickeny flavor, but it's really good. And I pour 1 cup of rice. My ratio I do is a 2-to-1 ratio. So by a 2-to-1 ratio, I mean I measure, so it'll be, the 2 is the beginning of the water. So it'd be 2, which is 2 cups of water, and then 1 cup of rice. And then I am making my bacon. I was dancing, girl, don't mind me. I don't even know what I was dancing to. But so I'm stirring the bacon up, and then I'm letting my pot over here get heated up for the rice, because it is key that you do not put it in nothing lukewarm or anything. And as well as you want it to fry. Like when you put the rice in, you'll see what I'm doing, but you want it to fry a little bit. Y'all see that coffee just fall out the cabinet? Oh my goodness. But yeah, so I was getting my seasonings out for the cabbage, because I realized that I would need to, season my cabbage, and I needed to open the garlic powder, and I needed to open up a new black pepper. So that's what I was doing right there. So right here, I'm just checking to see if the pot is hot, and it was. So now I'm going to add my olive oil. Not too much, more like, I don't even know. Just enough to like coat the bottom, but not coat the bottom. Like just enough to like fry some rice. You know what I'm saying? Like not, just a quick drizzle. We'll say that. Then I think I was looking for another spoon, because I had just used my spoon for the cabbage, which I was like, dang. Because I don't like to use like metal on metal, especially on these type of pots. I really don't. And then if, as you notice, I have to use like something to hold the handle. That's how you know it's like, yeah. So I'm just stirring my bacon up, because I didn't want it to burn. So I'm just trying to keep it stirred. Stir it up. Oh, and when I cut the bacon, I cut them in like cube like pieces. So like not too long, not too short, just a decent, you know what I mean, like a decent size, bite size when you eat your cabbage. And I'm just gonna be stirring that up, stirring it up. Y'all, I am so ready to clean my kitchen. Like I'm just looking at this video like, oh my goodness, look at the background. But that was my daughter. She was just in everything, and I didn't even notice she was just in the stuff behind me. Like I knew she was there, I just didn't notice what she was doing, because you know how you're just cooking and it's like, yeah, it was just crazy. But yeah, so I was just patting it down, making sure all the pieces were at the bottom. Then I'm gonna pour my rice in. Oh yes, so I did wash my rice, and by washing my rice, I mean I did run it under cold water, and I like stirred it around a little bit. Then I let it drain. Then I did it. So I did it about 3 times just to make sure there's no starch on it. I don't know. It just tastes different when you do that. Like the seasoning and the flavor sticks to it differently. And when I make my rice normally, I would put a green onion in there, let it fry for a little bit so the flavor of the onion can get in the water, because I don't really like the onions in my rice too much. But I do put an onion in there, then I take it out, and then that's when I add the rice and stuff. But I didn't have a green onion tonight, or a scallion, whatever one you want to call it. So yeah, but I'm just stirring the rice. It is going to stick to the pot a little bit, because it is, oil, and it is heated, and there's no water or anything. And my package is ripped all stupid, but it's okay. Normally I only put 1 pack of sazon, but my mom was saying when I had made it for her, she loved the rice and everything, but she didn't really like taste the sazon. And I was like, you're not supposed to taste it. But then I was like, let me just try it and see what it does. I'm so mad at my chicken bouillon cube. But yes, so then you add a little bit of salt, not too much, because you did add the sazon. But the sazon isn't really that salty, as I come to realize the more I cook. So then the sazon is where you really get the color from. The chicken bouillon cube is where you really get more of the flavor. Like sazon, don't get me wrong, it adds flavor, but trust me, that chicken bouillon cube, add that to it, and I'm telling you, your rice will be banging. Oh, it just looks so good. Like, look at it. It looks way orangerier. That's the word, more orange than normal. well, than what I normally do, because, you know, once I pour the water in and stuff, it kind of dilutes it. But since I did add a pack and almost the full other pack, that's why it looks like that. But trust me, the taste came out great, and I am so excited to eat it, and I'm so excited to share my recipes with you guys. I've learned this rice, like, just watching different people make different kinds of rice. Like, you know, with fried rice, you do the oil and stuff. So I was like, how do you make it yellow? And then I figured that out. I just learned for myself. Y'all, I forgot that the bacon was on the other side. I was just like, oops. Because I saw it getting a little dark, and I was like, oh my gosh. So then I turned on the eye. Normally I keep my eyes on about 5. That's a medium temperature. I always cook on that temperature unless, like, trying to make the bacon. I was trying to fry it a little quicker, so I did have it on about 6, I think, 6 or 7. So then when I add the water to the rice, I'm going to add 2 cups of water, of course, because I did 1 cup of rice. When I add the water, I do add hot water. I don't know. I just choose to do it that way. I had boiling, like, not boiling, of course, because it didn't boil, but like just the hot water from the faucet, and I added in there. I hope this isn't too long of a video for y'all. I mean, I know me, I love to watch long videos like this, because especially when I'm eating or something, or I am cooking or cleaning, I just put stuff like this on in the background. And I just let it play. It just, I don't know, like, soothes me. Like, YouTube has been, like, my soother. I just watch different people and listen to different people. My favorite person right now is Peach. I think that's her name. It's, like, Peach Patch or whatever. I forgot her name. And, yeah, y'all saw that. My dumb self. I done touched the metal part. Stupid. Yeah, I gave y'all a thumbs up telling y'all, yes, that's how you do it. You just put the lid on and you leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Do not touch it. Do not take the lid off. Do not do nothing. So check it again about 15 minutes or so, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and you'll be fine. That's all you gotta do. And then I just added my cabbage, and y'all saw me back up. Oh, scary self. Oh, scary self. I know. I backed up though, because, you know, bacon mixed with, like, water, because, you know, cabbage makes its own water, ain't no good mix. So I wasn't trying to get popped. You know what I'm saying? Was not trying to get popped. So y'all see how I'm, like, stirring it? I'm, like, flipping it and make sure I'm mixing the bacon into it. You don't want the bacon to sit underneath the cabbage. You want to mix it in with the cabbage. You want to make sure you're getting all that flavor and all the fat and grease from the bacon on into your cabbage, and making sure it's mixed very, very, very well. So I'm just going to keep stirring and stirring and stirring. Wow, Nala. Y'all, my daughter is crazy. She just passed gas, and this is the baby I'm talking about. Oh, my goodness. So now I'm going to add me some garlic powder. And you guys see how I was talking about earlier when I said it's powder? Like, powder. Ugh, I hate it. Look at all that smoke. Like, come on now. It's just, I just don't think it mixed well. And don't mind me. I know it looked like a lot of garlic. I think that was the onion that I did first, and this the garlic. But trust me, we love some garlic powder, and we love some onion powder in our cabbage, as well as black pepper. And we like lots and lots of black pepper. And sorry y'all if I'm talking a little quiet. It is nighttime. My babies are sleeping now. But yes, we do love lots and lots of black pepper. And no, I did not add that much black pepper to it. It was just, the can was pretty much empty, so I just added a little bit. And then I added a little bit of salt, not too much, because the bacon already has the salt. And I'm just going to stir it and stir it and stir it until it is stirred to my liking. And then I will put the top on it and get back with y'all. Hey y'all, so while the cabbage and the rice is cooking, I did have the stove on. I just wanted to talk about the pot roast real quick. I did have the pot roast on for about 2.5 hours. I left it on for 2.5 hours, and it's very tender and good. If you want a little bit more tender, you can leave it on for 3. I was just getting impatient. I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to eat. But the rice and the cabbage is cooking. The cabbage, I normally just let cook for about 15-20 minutes. Not even that long. You don't want it too soggy. So I continuously stir it about. That's my other daughter. Can't show her because, you know, we're at our house. We like to dress how we like to dress. But, yeah, so the cabbage I leave on for about 15-20 minutes. And the rice, I just let it boil until like I start to hear like a little sizzle. For the rice measurements, well, I'll get into that during my when I do the voiceover. But for the rice measurements, I always do, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. I learned that from my dad. So I do 2 cups of water, 1 cup of rice. So if you do, let's say 6 cups of water, you're gonna do 3 cups of rice and all that good stuff. Say hi, Nala. Say hi. Say hi. She's making her debut on my channel. Did y'all miss me? Because I'm back. This is gonna be uploaded again tomorrow. I'm doing back to back. I'm here to work. Back to back. But yeah, so the pork roast, I keep trying to call it pork shoulder. Pork roast is done. And the cabbage is on right now. I'm gonna stop to mix it, and then the rice is on and it is cooking right now. I don't know what's going on with it today. It's like bubbling a little bit. I don't know what that means. But yeah, so she's looking like yo. But yeah, so that's on right now, and then I'll hit y'all up when it is done, and I will show y'all the finished product. I probably won't show y'all on a plate. I'll insert a picture of it on a plate when I do make the plates eventually, because I normally try to wait to eat when my fiance gets off. He gets off around 9. So yeah, but I might eat before him. So I'll just hit y'all up when I'm done. All right, bye y'all. All right, y'all, so I am done cooking. I did forget, oh my goodness, I forgot a key ingredient in my rice. I forgot the chicken bouillon cubes. I will show you a picture. I'll insert a picture right now. But oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so mad I forgot those, because that's a key ingredient in the rice, because it gives it like a good flavorful like chickeny taste in a way. But yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for watching my video. If you guys like cooking vlogs or day vlogs or mom vlogs or any type of vlogs, I think I'm like a vlogger. I think I'm good at just vlogging or like how to or cooking this, you know. I might do some cleaning vlogs. I might just do some dinner tomorrow and do a story time, so y'all might get double upload. You know what I'm saying? Your girl is out here working. Your girl is trying to grind. She's trying to get it, okay? But I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. Please hit that bell, subscribe, and hit that like button. Thank you. Bye.